Say hello to everybody at home. Hi guys. So we're going to stand on the lip of our chair, and I want your metatarsals on and your heels to the floor. As you're standing here, inner thighs are tight, heels together, Pilates stance. Quads are on, pulling your kneecaps up to your hips. Frankenstein bolts on, pull torso as tall as you can. Chin floats. Scapula down to opposite hip pocket. And scapula down to opposite hip pocket. Are you seeing something out there? Your calves? Oh, this is good. Inner thighs are tight. Bye, Barbara. Good. Take your hands up like a snow angel and drop them behind your head. Press your elbows out to the side. Good. Stand up tall. Come up onto your tippy toes 6 times. And when you go down slowly and don't lean back. This might be too mellow, but we'll see how this music goes. After Justin Timberlake last class.
You guys heard that new Ed Sheeran song that he sings with Andre Bocelli? No, not that I'm aware.
I did. It was phenomenal. Yeah. And they do have a video of like when they were singing it together in the studio. I loved it. Yeah. Definitely worth looking for. Okay. From there, for John and Joan, that is funny. John and Joan, you're going to twirl your chairs around.
Twirly, twirly.
And bend your knees as you twirl. And then we're going to not use the rotator disc at first. We're going to do some alternating, pressing the bar down. So toes our feet are underneath our lungs, or underneath our hips. Then you're going to take your left foot and place it up on the bar. Balanced, rib cage, good. If you have so balanced today, I want you to go into hug a tree. If you've got good balance, hands behind the head and elbows out to the side. Bob, are you okay without a gondola? Okay, this is smooth. You are focused and in the room. Press down. Exhale all your air out. Inhale, control up. Good. So that chin's always lifting. And I want you to think about your throat being open, like you're going to sing right out of your throat. Good. Really press that air out as you press down. Inhale, control the up. We're going to do 8 here, 8 on the right, and then we'll do some alternating. How smooth can you make this? Good. Make sure your toes are real close to the edge. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Yes, Mimi's Me Cuisine is really good.
Mimi's, where is that?
Mimi's is where the club was, and then Momentum on Lewis Street.
It's really good.
Yeah, there's a dance studio, Dance Academy.
Next to it.
Yeah,
So it's on Lewis. It's on Lewis.
on Lewis. Alternating.
Okay.
I always call it the club building. But it's been Momentum. It was Momentum for like 6 years. But it's alternating, yeah. So it'll be 10 presses. Chin is up. It's just a quick grab, and you can grab and run, or you can grab and eat type of place. Pretty quick. Listen to your chair. Is it making noise? Just 5, yeah. Because we're going to take the rotator disc out. And you're narrowing the pelvis. Good. Okay, if you know that your balance is off today, we're going to put a rotator disc underneath you, grab a gondola pole. But if you think, I'm feeling pretty good, just grab the rotator.
Pole.
No, thank you.
The whole people.
Okay, you guys really are moving towards level 3. I mean, the whole group is working towards a level 3. Hi, honey. Aw, thank you, Sarah. So let's go right foot on rotator disc, left foot on bar, and down. No, we won't be having you lift her very long. Down and up for 8. Chin up. I want that throat open. Throat open. Shoulders down. Good. Hands can either be forward or they can be behind the head. Elbows down, shoulders down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's all peaceful now. Oh, yeah. Hold it down when you're done. Good. And as you're holding it down, you're going to find your powerhouse. So this is Frankenstein bolts, pelvic floor, lower abs. Good. Your right heel is going to roll up through a size 20 foot and roll down through a size 20 foot with control, and then allow the left knee to come up slowly. 8 of these. Did everybody hear the birds chirping this morning?
Did anyone see the blue moon?
Oh, yeah.
I was up, but I didn't know where I was supposed to be looking, and I didn't see. It was just kind of dark.
I went down to the river and had some quiet time, and it was beautiful. So,
Turned kind of purple at first, and maybe technical color.
yeah, it kind of was fuzzy too. It was fuzzy.
The clouds kind of eventually came over.
Yeah, I started looking at it about 4, but really, I mean, it was just a tiny bit. I kept watching it from 4 to about 6:30.
You must be exhausted right now.
Well, I was hoping to get to bed early, but that didn't happen. But I'm always up like in the 4 or 5 o'clock hour. Okay, holding it down, find your powerhouse. This hold here, if I just made you stand here the rest of the class and hold, is powerful. Pelvic floor, Frankenstein bolts, narrowing the pelvis. Good. You're going to attempt to hold the heel up. If this just drives you nuts, and just do another 8 of what we just did. So you're going to keep the heel up. Same leg. And bar goes up and down. So you're just balancing it.
This is where the pole comes in.
So much for good balance.
It should throw you around.
It's not very pretty.
After this series, we're going to get the mats and do hamstrings.
Okay.
I'm telling you so I don't forget.
This is already killing my back and my legs.
You feel them?
Yeah.
We'll start with some ab work then on the mat. Bring it down when you're done and hold. Get into that powerhouse. I know we have just one more on this side. As you go, heels can go down now. As the bar is down, the right femur bone is going to turn in. As the bar goes up, the right femur bone is going to turn out, and that's in your leg. And as you do this, the hips are straight forward. Hands can be wherever you need them for balance. Narrow that pelvis so you don't want them to get funky on you. Right, Bob? No funky hips. This is pretty mellow music. Might have to take it up a notch though. 8. Eight of these. So it's 2 centers on 3. Switching legs. So honor it, end at the bottom, and then switch. Down and up for 8.
Okay.
Make your chair as quiet as you can. Some are going to talk, but you don't want them to talk because you're moving them too quickly. Good. Did anyone lose a green earring? No. You don't wear green? Just your ABBA shirt. Okay, from there, roll up to a left foot, size 20, roll down and control the knee up. Is it hurting? Okay. So remember, push your booty back. I'm going to lower you down. It's a lot lighter. Be ready for it. Just try to go booty back. Squeeze sit bones as tight as you can. How are we doing, Joan, with me and your...
It's okay, I'm refocused.
Okay. So that size 20, I really want you to work through it. Good, hold it down to get that core. Now you're gonna lift that left heel up the whole time. Good. And remember just to embrace this, throwing you around.
Side's up a lot weaker than the other one in the back. I know, it's really sore.
This is a calf cramper for sure, and anterior tibialis muscles at the sides of the legs, the sides of the calf. Yeah. Internal, external rotations is the last one. If you feel like a rock star, you can keep the heel up as you do the internal, external rotations.
On that previous one,
Yes.
if you do an internal external rotation while up on your toes,
Yes.
helps your balance.
Well, yes and no. Some people have a hard time staying up on their toes. Because you're moving, it does bring more balance to it, though. But if it's hard to hold up on your toes, then that's really difficult. Bring it down when you're done. Hold that powerhouse. So see right here, if you can find your pelvic floor, your Frankenstein bolts, narrow the pelvis. We've been working on this, about narrowing that pelvis so we're not hanging out in the hips. Good, and release. Okay, what we're gonna do is for Joan and John, you're gonna have your chairs staggered exactly between these two. But you're gonna stay where you're at in the room, but just make sure you're centered. Because what we're gonna do is take mats off of here. Now you guys, let me show you something on these mats. On these mats, they can be dangerous. I know it sounds like I've dropped one on the foot before. That was dangerous. But the reason they can be dangerous is see right here, this space. So if I were to take this right here, and I'm not paying attention to where that spot is, and I go to step here, it will pitch you. Okay? So you just never want to stay on the edge. So we're going to grab a mat and lay it on the floor. Maureen, you have a couple puppy prints on yours.
We have 2 dogs. So the rotator just goes right in the center of the lip if you didn't have a chance to put it there. And then we want one center spring on. If you're strong,
a 3 and a 1. So a center spring on 3 and 1 on 1. If you're not strong, like your hamstrings are like, well, then we're going to go 1 and 1. Let's be nice to you guys today. Okay, so remember on your mat, it's just never to stand on the edge of a mat. And if you know that, you can step on your neighbor's mat, but you just can't step on the edge of the mat. But you guys all have your springs? Okay. So before we do this, we're going to do 100 just on mat. So you're going to roll down, place your heels up on the chair, and kind of scoot towards your chair. Good. And then we're going to bow the elbows, slide the nose to the navel, and bend and hinge as high as you can. Good. From there, press your legs out and up over the chair. Turn, zip, and wrap, long, long arches. If your back hurts, bend back in. And from there, I just want you to tap your hands. Inhale for 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in, 2, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head is up. Good, Bob. Lift the head. Good, and watch my arms right here. And in, good. Keep hinging. You guys are counting them. Glutes are on. Somebody's counting them? Okay, thank you. John's got it. Shoulders down. Relax your neck when you need to. Little bow to the elbows. Bow those elbows. Good. When you bow the elbows, your lats work. So I want you to feel those lats, like a yield sign. Good. And relax when you're there. Okay. From there, take your feet off the chair to the ceiling using your lower abs. Good. Dropping down. Tap the mat. If that's too low for your lower back, then only go halfway down. But if not, tap, lift straight legs up. And let's use not momentum, but use our abs. Now enjoy this because I'm actually giving your hamstrings a rest. And if you want, stretch them as you come up. Stretch. Good. After that, the heels go on the bar. For you guys who are tall, when you scoot back, your head is going to be off the mat, which means now your hands have to be behind your head. So you're going to scoot back where you're at a 90-degree angle of your knee. Now, if you have the top of the bar, you have the apex on the top, that's where I want your heel. You're going to relax your feet and just dig in with your heels. Good. So draw straight down, touch the floor. And control back up. There you go. I just don't want your knees to be under pressure. See if that feels better. Feel better? Okay. Bob, your knees okay with it? Joan? Are the hamstrings your problem? Okay. It's okay that it's bowed, as long as it doesn't hurt. Does it hurt? Joan, does it hurt?
No, just work,
Stay down.
lift up slightly.
That's okay. Okay. So after 15 of these,
Wow, 15.
so I didn't get the number. I knew it in my head, but I never announced it.
The rest of us keep going.
Now, can you feel your abs as you're doing this? Okay. That's that compression, that transversus. Okay, after 15, you're going to lift your pelvis. So the bar's up. Lift your pelvis straight up. Now, in this position, shoot lasers from your knees. So bar is up first. Good. Now, what that means is I want you to push through those knees like you're shooting lasers right through the high diagonal. Good. And then keep the knees there and drop your pelvis straight down. So pelvis, but the rib cage stays in. Lift up. Press down. Joan, yours is heavy south too.
Are we pressing the
Bars still.
What's next?
I see.
15. It's going away.
Thank you.
There we go. After 15, keep the booty up. John, I'm going to have you, after 15, now pull your knees into your chest for just a second. And I'm going to block your chair.
Wow, that makes it real easy.
Yeah, if you're not trying to hold the chair. Now, yeah, we could put the chairs on rollers. You could come up, push the chair out, pull the chair in, come down. Up, chair out, chair in. Okay, the next one, you're holding that pelvis up. Good. Booty stays up, shoulders down, scapula down your back, glutes up. Keep them up, and just draw the heels down 6 inches. Just 6 inches. Try to squeeze those glutes up. Good. Abs are strong. 15. If you love this, thank Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
Don't slash my tires.
Raise the dots, Nancy.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, that was what I need one.
So, in school they say, put your thinking caps on. So this next one, put your thinking caps on. Okay. So this is a caterpillar or an inchworm. But here we go. Everyone has their pelvis down, heels are on the bar. So everyone's pelvis is down, good. Knees are straight to the ceiling. Here we go. Draw the bar down. Lift the hips slowly up. Bar comes up. Good. Good. And hips down. Bar down. Hips up. Bar up. Hips down. Bar down. Hips up. Bar up and hold. Reverse it. Abs tight so you don't get into your lower backs. Press the bar down with the heels. Heels are easy on your calves. And then pelvis down. Did I do that right? Bar, pelvis up. Good. Bar down, pelvis down. Bar up, pelvis up, bar down. If your neck's bothering you, go hands behind your head. Good. One more. Bar up, pelvis up, bar down, pelvis down. Nice. Okay, you are going to a small straddle of your machine. So roll up, and your heels will be on the floor, but they're going to straddle the machine. So you're sitting up. Okay. No. Yeah. So, and for you guys at home, that's really kind of like up there in the level 3 area. So when we got into inchworm, that was going towards level 3. Okay, I want you to take off one spring. So take off your 1. Take off a 1. Yeah. Okay. And then everybody's body's different because I'm all long-legged and short-bodied, so my move's very small. But if you're long torsoed, then you're going to have quite a movement on this. What I want is that we're working the hinge. So here's my door hinge. In, open the hinge, close the hinge. Now to close the hinge, you got to also pull the tail between the legs. And then when you go up, you don't just go, oh, you go like a rusty old hinge. Okay? So hands go on bar. You're going to have to move your booty forward or back according to your length of torso. You're not going to use your arms to push it down. You're going to use right here the hinge. Press down, pull tail between the legs. Good, and then control up. So spine is only moving because you're moving the bar. So spine and bar move at the same time. Good. Curling forward. Bob, try not to bend the elbows, so scoot back a tiny bit. There you go. Now we're pressing the bar down. Good. And Bob, you're on 1-3. Which one are you on? Okay. 12 of these. Is everybody starting to get the feel for this one? Okay. As you come up, make it shake as you stack up. C curve as you go down. Watch those shoulders. Good. So credit cards, checkbooks, manila folders, whatever you want to hold underneath those armpits. But I just never want them to slide up or the elbows to bend. Just a tiny bow is all we have. You feeling it, Joan? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Good. That's what I want. Abs and spine working together. You feel it? Okay. Bob, are you feeling it? Is it getting in your neck? Okay. So it's that checkbook, wide chest, C curve. It's a really awkward move because you want to reach forward, so your shoulders want to reach forward, and that's neck. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else down here. There is another one down here. Leave it on this way. Okay, this is where you're really going to have to search for a move. You're going to go knees out like a frog. That means your soles are together. The soles of the feet then are going to lift up, face each other, and they're going to rest up here on the bar. You're going to lay back with knees still frogging. Just watch the wall behind you, Joan. Good. If you need to, you can go hands behind the head and lift the head up if you feel like you can't feel this move. And the femur bones, I might scoot back 4 inches. When the femur bone falls away from the abs, it engages the abs. So we're going to press down, fall away from the abs, and then control up. And this is all through abs.
You have a good arch in your back?
My back does arch during this, but it's a healthy arch because your feet are supported, so your back shouldn't be strained. But if you feel your lower back, you can also curl it towards the mat gently. And this is the one that you kind of have to cough or laugh to find those abs. Is everybody in them? I should never ask Maureen. Any? Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? Good. This is transversus abdominals. This is what holds you in. We talk about pooching. We were talking about abs pooching. Transversus is what holds you together. The fiber goes this way, and it goes all the way around from the pubic bone up towards the ribs, the lower ribs, and around into the back fascia right here. This is what sucks you in. This is your back belt, too. So 12 to 15 of these. John, do you have a number?
I'm at 13.
13? Okay.
Go, John, go.
Then no sudden movements because your neighbors are so close. Okay. From there, I'm just going to try it real quick. I'll try it, Nancy. I'll try it on your machine. So let's come up in a standing for just a moment. So we have on these machines where we dive forward from the top. And this is a level 3, level 4 move. It looks like, I love how there's a hole behind me here. It looks like this. And we keep the glutes in as much as you can. We dive forward using our abs. Right here, my abs are going, freaking out. And I press down. And I come up. And I come all the way up, snow angel arms. Now, because we're level 2, moving towards level 3, we're going to be here and press down. Keeping the glutes in and come back up. Snow angel up.
Didn't you do that one with this last week?
I did, but we did it on boxes. Did you feel it?
Yeah, no, I remember it being psychologically very
Weird.
weird to start with.
Center on 4. Yeah, because the center spring will be on 4, just 1 on 4. Good, we got you sweaty. I did. Okay. So psychologically, you're up here.
Pretend like you're high, right?
Right, pretend like you're high. And imagine I'm pushing on your sacrum. I'm pushing your sacrum forward.
Pushing the glutes forward.
Yes, pulling that tail,
And tightening in.
that hollow. Just like I have you on the new pedipole machine. Yeah, sorry about the chair. You'll have to kind of snow angel forward a little bit. Inhale as you come up. Shoulders slide down. Glutes in. So Nancy Drake. Oh, that's fine. The other Nancy's not here. You can go all the way up here. Shoulders down. Dive forward. There you go. Dive forward. Pull tail. More tail. There you go. Good. And shoulders down. 12 of these. So, and think about tucking the head as you go down, rounding. Wherever the eyes go, the head goes, the spine follows. Was that ear, Joan? Okay. Yeah. Have you candled them?
I don't know any wax in my ears at all.
I was just thinking to help the pressure. I'm just throwing them out there for you. Wally's ear oil.
You do that, the toning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I know when I need to be, I'm like, what? What? But also then they feel like they're breathing better. Ears.
Yeah, it clears out this issue too for the energy and the energy flow.
So it does clear out those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rebecca Cortez can do it for you. Good. Wasn't that fun? We'll take the mats and place them back on. But when you place them back on, remember there's that spacing, and that spacing goes here. Otherwise, if you twirl it around, the mat won't fall down into it. So the spacing goes towards the standing platform. And Anne, do you want me to get yours for you? You got it? Okay. Anyone's back sore where I need to get their mat for them? Okay.
The one with the space goes to the front?
Yeah. That way you can go over that standing platform. Once you come back on this side, you're going to twirl your chair where your lip is against the machine. Just twirl them. It's schmuggied. La la la. Oh, wipe. Good. Okay. And we're going to go thighs against the machine. And if your feet are slick at all, you can use a cushion so you don't go sliding. So my thighs stay against the machine. I'm going to take it over flat back. If you have the mirror, you're going to look at it. Joan, I already twirled. I twirled yours for you.
Oh.
Sorry. And so you're good, but right against the window, just like John.
Oh, okay.
Ah. While you guys were doing the mats, I was just doing it for you. You're going to take it over, look towards the mirror, and tailbone to the sky. So when I come here, I'm not looking down, I'm looking straight forward. And when I come up equally on both sides and squeeze the glutes like crazy. So this is a posterior chain move. The taller you are, the harder it is.
No, it was hurting my legs already.
Oh, here. I'll go. Yours is a hard one.
Can I put a box on the side to get me away from the...
Yeah. So, Jen, that's why I stuck you right in the window. It gives you just a little bit more room. But you're good. Let me get you a box. As far down as you can go back, flat back.
Sure I can't move my feet out further back?
Nope, it's got to be right against, toes against the wood.
Oh, good grief.
Good, good.
Been missing one?
Take time off, and these people become more like a 3.
Supposed to do this and then die.
Yeah. Snow angel, arms up. Dive forward. Remember, you come off like exact same time.
It's like this arm. It's like this.
Get yourself nice and straight. Feel the symmetry. I know it's kind of, feel the symmetry doing this. Flat back. Booty up, Maureen. Now look all the way straight to the lockers. Good. Now come up looking towards the lockers. This is the only place I'll let you wrinkle your neck.
Well, when Joan told me the other day, she goes, look straight in the mirror, and it kept the shoulders straight, so it really is working.
Yeah. It's amazing. We were playing with a pedal pull machine, and I have people bring the springs down, and they're all like this, off cattywampus.
Oh.
We're supposed to put tape on, the thighs where the fingertips hit. 12 of these. Maureen, you really are a level 3. You were doing level 3.
Yeah, it was. So I backed off a little bit.
After 12, that's okay, they're counting. Someone's counting. We're going to be doing our mermaids and King Neptunes. Look straight ahead to there you go. Good. Hands come off at the same time. Did you get 12 in? They feel good on your hamstrings? A good Pilates type of good?
Not counting anybody else.
John's counting.
I'm at 12 right now.
I'm only on 9 because I started late.
Someone else has got a hard chair too. There's another hard chair in here. Must be Joan's. Joan, is it killing your thighs or is it okay?
It's a bit bracing.
Okay. So, you get the ski boot on your shins, so this is, your thighs can feel your shins feel. We're going to make one straight line in the room, and then we're going to split the difference. So Joan and John, bend the knees and spin your chairs, so all the pedals are facing this way. And then we're going to split the difference in the room, which means I'm going to move towards Maureen, and she's going to move towards the camera a little bit. So then we want one straight line. Okay. We are going to change the springs. We're going to go to a 3 and a 1. So 3, 1. Joan, grab a clean black cushion. For Joan and for Maureen, you've got the hard chairs. Okay. Also, the springs on that machine are really stiff. So just so you know, if you feel like, wow, what's going on? No, just a black one. Okay. So we're going to be facing this direction. My greater trochanter bone's going on the cushion.
Sure, why not? Are you doing those guys? I have these. I have this one. Sorry.
So you're going to reach the legs out. The hips are straight on. Hand goes slightly in front of the shoulder. Now you're going to lift the legs. In fact, when we start, I'm going to have you lift up 12 times. Is it pinching?
Yeah, I just kind of went into a little spasm.
Okay.
Rubbing it out.
So yeah, keep pushing it on the wall. From here, I'm going to bring my left rib cage in. You can't see because I have a bulky sweatshirt on, but it's coming in for me to go down. Now we've been working this on 1 center on 4, so this weight is a lot heavier, which gives you better balance when you come up, lift the legs. So none of this, definitely none of this. It's a lifting. So I want the side of this leg working. So once you get there, lift the legs. I know. So longer the legs too. Right leg is slightly behind. It's a small scissor. Hand slightly in front of the shoulder. And when you get there, I want you to lift the legs 12 times. There's that shake, Joan. Good. Lift those legs, Bob. So Bob, instead of moving the pedal, just lift the legs 12 times. Heads up. So find your cookie sheet. Put your head against my arm. Even back further. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
Is it hip?
No.
Okay. You have a whole nother word for calf. Cool. Heads up, Bob. Good. Now go up and over. Shoulders are down. If you can't push the bar down, it means your hip is probably not right on that edge. I want the hip on the edge. Look straight ahead. Lift those legs. What? There you go. Keep this hip forward. Hip forward. There you go. There. Pull torso, you guys. I want to see huge attitude. Like you're taking all the wrinkles out of the front of your shirt. Bob, bring your right hip towards me more. There you go. Chin up. Oh, seeing through that throat. Good. John, you're nailing it. Now, Ann, hold those hips still. See how John's hip's not moving in front of you? Hold that hip perfectly still. John, lift the right leg a little bit more as you come in. You feel that? Don't let it go now. 12 of these. 15. If you did 15 on this side, do 15 on the other side. Lift that leg. Lift, lift, lift. Yeah.
That hurts right there.
Okay. Watch your chair. It doesn't swivel out from you. And Nancy, I'm going to have you move another foot this way. John, move a foot this way. And kind of that way Joan and Ann won't be so cramped in there. Split the space.
This side, I'm in trouble.
Go a little bit more, a little bit more. That way you don't feel like you're right. If you fall, though, you can just grab your neighbor's chair. Joan, your machine's singing to me. Remember the 12 leg lifts first. So shoulders down, 12 leg lifts. Try to lift both legs. Legs. Legs are lifting. Bob, put that left leg back a little bit into a scissor. There. Straight legs. Good. Chin up, pull torso, narrow the pelvis. So we've been talking about this narrowing of the pelvis. Also, hold those hips straight. Don't let them teeter-totter. No teeter-tottering. So that's holding it still. You feel that? Okay, let's see if you can do it. Now don't let that hip move and come up. Work that waist. Work that waist. Good. Straight legs, guys. Good, John. Or we just need to put you on the stretcher and just open you up. Yeah, you see the tightness. You're tight.
You look good, team.
You have a little bit of tightness going on too. Bob, you're always tight. Straight legs.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm pulling you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to fall off.
I'm going to straighten you out. I wouldn't let you fall.
If I lose my hand grip, then I will fall.
Well, I know, your hands are under the
Remember, I
floor.
can't grip.
Yeah.
So I have to be doing.
So when you're there, really lengthen this leg and this leg. There, that's what I want. Bring that leg back a little bit more. So as if you were standing like this, strong. There. Good. What's that? You're feeling it. Okay, stretching it out. We're going to go heel into glute. You can use the bars on the machines if you need to. Good morning, Lisa. I'm Cindy. Okay, hold there. Pull tail between the legs. Good morning, Lassie. This is Lisa. Lisa, this is Lassie. You guys will be in class together. Take your hand and grab your opposite hand and grab your foot. That's okay. Just not gonna happen? You can, yeah, just hook them. Good. Love that. Switching legs. can use a bar if you want.
Yeah, I'm just getting it.
Doing good, Maureen. Good morning. How are you, Brian? I'm good. Good. Now, we're going to go into pigeon. On pigeon, you want to push your chair up against a box or a Cadillac, or you can just use the Cadillac and push the opposite leg back.
Straight on or turn around?
If you're little, it's easier if it's like Anne's. If you're tall, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to bring your foot up and push your leg back, and hips are straight. So I don't want your hips to do this and spill open. So they're straight on and stretch. Yeah, that is. Need a massage and pulling. Poor Anne. What's wrong? So these are homework for you.
Anne. This is our homework.
So you're supposed to be good before you go to bed, do these so you sleep better. Switch legs. No, haven't bad knees. This is a hard one. Good save, Joan. She was heading right for you, Anne. Cores on, cores on. Good. Hips are straight. Bob, you can slide your right foot all the way out if you want.
Which way are you talking about?
Back away from you, so it would look like, yeah. Just like you're reaching in along the floor. Lassie, this is Brian. Brian, this is Lassie. And Lisa. This is Brian. Does that feel good? This might be why your knees are so upset. These tight ITs, tight piriformis. Homework. Yeah. Come out of it slowly and shake your knees out. They will talk to you here. They're cranky, I know. Yeah. Piriformis, TFL, and IT band. Good. Okay, now look around the room so you know what edges are around you so we don't run into anything. I want you to roll your shoulders back for 3, releasing the stress off the body. Rolling back for 2, smiling, and 1. Good. Shake out your ankles, your knees, your hips, your ribs, your shoulders. Good. To ground yourself, 1 small jump, 1 big jump. You guys are done. Nice work. Put a fork in it? Okay. You can leave the boxes out. So we'll leave the boxes out, and then we'll turn where the pedals are facing the center of the room. 2 centers on 3, and then wipe everything down. Wave goodbye to everybody at home.
Bye.
Bye, guys.